You're watching KSG News, where you get all the latest from across the globe to help with your exam preparations. We begin with updates related to GS Paper 3. Lok Sabha on the 19th of March 2021 passed a bill to amend the Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Act, with Union Minister Prahlad Joshi saying the changes will help create employment opportunities and allow the private sector with enhanced technology in mining activities. The reform in the mining sector would generate 55 lakh direct and indirect employment. To enhance mining activity, it will allow the private sector with enhanced technology in mineral exploration. Now, what does this really mean and what is the significance of this? India produces 95 minerals and has the same potential like South Africa and Australia. The mining sector currently contributes 1.75% to the country's GDP, and through the reforms proposed in the bill, the contribution will rise to 2.5% and strengthen the economy. The bill seeks to amend the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957 and would bring in mega reforms in the sector with resolution in legacy issues, thereby making a large number of mines available for auctions. It will help strengthen the auction-only regime and boost transparency in the system. The reforms as part of the bill include removing the distinction between captive and non-captive mines and introduction of an index-based mechanism by developing a national mineral index for various statutory payments, among others. In order to boost exploration, there will be a review of the functioning of the National Mineral Exploration Trust, or NMET. NMET will be made an autonomous body. Private entities will also be engaged in exploration works now. Simplification of exploration regime will also be done to facilitate seamless transition from exploration to production. The major objective of the reforms is to generate huge employment opportunities and reduce imports and increase production by bringing large mineral blocks into auction. In some more updates related to GS Paper 3, the government has roped in 12 monitoring institutions for 2020 to 2023 to assess the impact of the National Food Security Act, that is the NFSA. The government has put in place concurrent evaluation for assessment of the efficacy and impact of NFSA. During 2018 to 2020, about 26 institutions and universities were engaged as monitoring institutions for conducting the evaluation of the implementation of the NFSA in states and union territories. Now, what does this really mean? The NFSA, passed in 2013, provides for the supply of subsidized food grains through ration shops up to 75% of the rural population and up to 50% of the urban population, which, as per Census 2011, comes to a maximum of 81.35 crore persons. At present, NFSA is operational in a seamless manner in all states and union territories with an intended coverage of 81.35 crore persons across the country. Coverage under the Act is provided under two categories: Antyodaya Anna Yojana households to the extent specified by the central government, and the remaining households as priority households. The Antyodaya Anna Yojana households are entitled to 35 kilograms of food grains per household per month, while the priority households to 5 kg of food grains per person per month at Rs 1 to 3 per kg through ration shops. More updates related to GS Paper 3. 3 Space Technology Incubation Centers, or S-TIC, were inaugurated at National Institute of Technology at Nagpur in Bhopal and Rourkela by the chairman of Indian Space Research Organisation, K. Sivan. ISRO signed bilateral Memorandum of Understanding with Vishveshwaraya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur for Western Region, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal for Central Region, and National Institute of Technology, Rourkela for Eastern Region. The S-TIC concept is conceived with one select major academic institute taking the lead role in a particular region and providing opportunities for final year graduate postgraduate and research scholars as future budding entrepreneurs. Projects of practical relevance linked to ongoing or future missions of ISRO will be made available to the students at S-TIC, and their research outcome will be translated into a proof of concept or prototype through industries within their region. S-TICs have already been functioning at National Institute of Technology, Agartala, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, and National Institute of Technology in Tiruchirappalli. It can be referred by the academia, industry and startups to prepare a detailed proposal for execution of the project. This is one of the major steps by DOS or ISRO to achieve the development and indigenization of space-grade components or products or processes in tandem with objectives of Atmanirbhar Bharat. More updates related to GS Paper 3. The National Highways Authority of India approved the land acquisition policy based on value capture finance. Value capture finance, or VCF, is a type of public financing that recovers some or all of the value that public infrastructure generates for private landowners. The norms approved by the NHAI, or the National Highways Authority of India, seek to devise a mechanism to implement VCF jointly by the states and NHAI to part finance the cost of highway construction in order to make them viable. Now, what does this mean? Bharatmala Pariyojana provides for grant challenge mechanism to take up projects on fast track where sufficient and timely land is made available by the state government. In addition, if the state government provides at least 25% of the land acquisition cost for bypass projects, then such projects will be taken up on priority. The authority has allowed states to share the enhanced value of land in the project impact area or 1 kilometer on either side of the greenfield or brownfield highway within the methods prescribed by NHAI. The states may explore the possibility of development of residential or commercial real estate in the project impact zone, for which connectivity to the main highway or service road may be given by NHAI. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has been grappling with higher land acquisition costs for the past few years. Approximately a cost of 12 crore rupees per kilometer is incurred in the expansion of a highway from 2-lane to 4-lane, and the number would be 5 to 6 times higher in a greenfield project like an expressway. Shifting focus to more updates related to GS Paper 3. South Africa has been ranked as the world's most dangerous country to drive in, while India came in at 4th place, according to a research study undertaken by international driver education company Zutobi. Among the list of 56 countries in the study, Thailand came in 2nd position and the US took up 3rd spot. The safest roads in the world can be found in Norway, with its Scandinavian neighbor Sweden having the 3rd safest roads, while Japan took 2nd place according to the study. Now, what is the significance of this? The report analyzed each country on 5 factors, giving each one a normalized score out of 10 for each factor before taking an average final score across all 5 factors. These factors included estimates on the number of road traffic deaths per 1 lakh population, the percentage of car occupants who use a seat belt when traveling in front of a vehicle, and the proportion of road traffic deaths which have been attributed to alcohol consumption over the national legal limit. These estimates were based on the World Health Organization's Global Health Observatory data repository. The maximum speed limit on motorway and blood alcohol content restrictions in the various countries was also taken into account. But Zutobi's findings have been challenged by the Justice Project SA, an NGO that aims to improve road traffic laws and their enforcement in South Africa. Justice Project SA chairperson Howard Dembowski, while agreeing that South Africans tended to be poor drivers, he said that Zutobi had used outdated figures in its study. That's it in this edition of KSG News. Stay tuned for more such updates to help with your exam preparations. KSG India proudly announces the commencement of center batches for offline coaching at Delhi, Vijayanagar, Delhi, Rajendra Nagar, Jaipur, Bhopal and Indore centers. making sure students' health and safety, and also the targeted approach towards UPSC Civil Services examination preparation. Visit www.ksgindia.com for batch queries.